What is basically lacking in education is this knowledge of the inner reality of life, with which one could start to make all the outer phases very glorious and enriched in every way. This is the basic thing that is missing. And when, particularly in an affluent society, if the society is affluent, the children see, when they go to school, they see stressed professor. When they come home, they see stressed parents, and they feel bewildered. Where is this sense of life? Am I going to live the same way as stressed home and stressed schools and this and this? Everywhere the children, they find all the newspapers full of all these stressed things. You read a newspaper and you begin to feel shaken inside. And what will happen to those who read everyday newspapers? All negative things are brought out everywhere. So when the whole society is like that, we have to tiptoe through the sleeping herds of elephants, quietly somehow gain the knowledge and gain the strength of knowledge, start whispering it here and here and here, and within 2, 3, 4, 5 years there will be that light of knowledge everywhere. And then all these superficialities which are hanging around so profusely and spoiling the whole psychology and feeling of the population, they'll die out themselves without any trying to eliminate them. Just that principle, bring the light and the darkness will not be found. Otherwise, if we try to remove the darkness and try to pull the darkness from that door and pull the darkness from that window, it will never be a success. Only the bringing of the light will eliminate the darkness, and one lives in light and forgets the darkness, that's all. No attempts have to be made to counteract all the wrongs that are prevalent in the society, on the basis of which even the most creative country and even the most affluent country in the world and most highly evolved, scientifically and technologically evolved country is not in peace within. The only thing to do is just spread this whisper of knowledge. Let the man be awakened to his own reality, which is so enormous and vast and infinite that rising to that value, his vision will be great. He won't fall into any small things. Otherwise, as long as that knowledge is not there, as long as that ideal is not there, as long as that inspiration to rise high is not lively, remaining low will always be natural. That is the reason why one-pointed we are in creating as many numbers of teachers of Transcendental Meditation as possible, as soon as possible. This will take care of all that is unwanted and will bring to light all that will uplift everyone, everywhere. Just a simple thing. Otherwise, if you start dwelling on things, there is chaos and all wrong everywhere. That is the reason why one is not living a peaceful life. Even if one feels, there is no reason for me, I have everything to be happy, but I am not happy. There is something missing. What is missing, don't know. Just this knowledge of fullness of life, that is missing. And with this, whatever the situation of man, whether he is living in a palace or in a hut, doesn't matter. But that hut will be happy, that palace will be happy. Otherwise, neither the palace is happy nor the hut is happy. Just this knowledge, this wisdom of the self, and this self-awakening. In whatever words we say doesn't matter. But this has to be brought to the people and everyone will be happy. It's very, very, very necessary that this supreme knowledge reaches all levels of society, from children to adults to all levels of society, as soon as possible. The light must be brought. It's a waste of time and waste of energy and just a waste of life to keep on investigating into the causes of darkness. The study of problems is such a waste of life. When we don't know that bringing the light is one solution to all the causes of darkness, when we don't know this, then it is valid to think how the darkness has come. Fine, the darkness has come because the light is obstructed from there, or the darkness has come because this wall is there and this ceiling is there. Break the wall, break the ceiling, break this thing, and the light will be there. There won't be any room left by that time. Because the cause of darkness is this wall and this roof. So unless you eliminate the cause, how you can eliminate the effect? Darkness is the effect. Wall and roof is the cause. Eliminate the wall, eliminate the roof. There won't be any left any room. So there won't be any darkness, neither any room. This whole system of studying the problem, how many problems exist in every field, innumerable problems. Problems of ecology, problems of economics, problems of social behavior, problems of this, problems of home, problems of behavior. Innumerable problems. Very good. The way to eliminate the problems will be set up some committees to study the problem. Let them print their findings. All these very, very wise people who formulate the committees, and they are called upon to study the problem. They sit together, they write reports, the pamphlet is printed and is stocked in that department and sent to all those who are concerned with it. They read it, and many even don't read it. In Estes Park, there was some committee came for education to study the problems of education, and I said, what do you think about it? They said, about 6 months we'll be going here and there and there and there, and at the end of 6 months we'll write a report. It will be printed in a pamphlet. No one will have time to read it. This was the chairman of the committee on the problems of education. He said, these days, and we don't know what else to do. And we put our mind, this may be the cause, this may be the cause, this may be the cause, this may be the cause. I said, don't you think the main cause is lack of knowledge of life? If life is all full and abundance, it's the lack of that only which will create a weak individual. It is the weakness. Problems have their basis in weakness. If we can eliminate the weakness, problems could go. As long as this knowledge is not there, that the self is infinite and that infinite value of the self can be brought to our awareness, as long as this knowledge is not there, naturally one would be falling on this and trying to, with all sincerity, trying to eliminate the problems. But the very simple thing is that the problems are not solved on the problems. The level of solution is different, even though it is omnipresent in the problem. but it's a different level. Solution to all problems of life lies in strengthening life. Make the life strong, there will not be any problems. Let the life be weak, and there will be problems upon problems, increasing problems all the time. Because there is again that law, survival of the fittest. It's the law of nature. And the man has to be fittest. And every man is born to be fittest, with that ability to be fittest. Infinite awareness is the criterion of fittest. Who is the fittest? Using one's full potential. Who is weak? Who doesn't know how to use his full potential? When the full potential is infinite and absolute and non-changing and abundant, unbounded, then the reality is that this full potential, use of this full potential is the basis of all good life. And there is no reason for any man to remain without using full potential. Only lack of this knowledge. Once this knowledge is available, once this technique is available, all these energy, waste of energy in studying problems will simply be saved for some more constructive values. Such beautiful minds are available in every field, economics and politics and sociology and physiology and physics and chemistry. Brilliant, beautiful minds. What is lacking is this knowledge of the full potential of the individual with this technique, that this full potential can be unfolded and made use of in daily life. Just this knowledge. And no aspect of life, individual or social, will remain weak or in problems. Study of problems is, we can treat it with more cordial understanding. But when we study a problem, at the basis of the study we find that problem exists in some weakness of man. One may have a reason for that weakness, but the basic weakness is the weakness of mental awareness. If one's mind is within small boundaries, narrow boundaries, then one doesn't have that big vision. And if one doesn't have that big vision, then not having that broad-mindedness, one will only be acting according to his small visions, this and this and this and this. So the first and foremost thing to do is provide a wide-angle lens to every brain. And immediately one begins to meditate, the awareness spreads and spreads and spreads and it spreads. And the wide-angle lens is provided. Once we have provided him the joy of greater comprehension, one begins to feel, oh, the world is bigger than I thought. The life is much more than I knew till now. This direct experience transforms the man from within. Along with his experience, if some understanding also is provided, that experience becomes substantiated with knowledge, and knowledge and experience both make a man grow to higher values, and then he is established on that great, beautiful value of life.